Alright, so I just wanted to take a quick little break here. I've got some beans simmering in the kitchen. That should be just about done. But I wanted to take a quick moment for my children's sake and just kind of point something out here. The axe seems to be working quite well. It's not falling out any, and it seems to be staying at the same place on the head. It's doing a really good job. I just wanted to point out here, as I'm cutting this notch out here, getting ready to finish up this cut, it's important to kind of be aware of, just kind of when you're doing something like this, because yesterday, even nailing something, hammering something very simple, I pinched my finger there, right there where that little dark spot is, and it hurt. It hurt quite a bit, and I got another little thing. And these little tiny injuries like that on hands and whatnot can really can slow you down. So that's a small sort of indication that caution is necessary. Now, this is a big thing right here, and I wanted to point out that you just kind of be aware of what's going on with regard to weight and forces when you're dealing with something this large. I mean, this is a small axe, but when this thing gets ready to go here, okay, if I keep chopping right here in this central area, even though I've gouged out underneath here by coming up this side with it all the way around, and that goes all the way around like that. And that dark area in the middle there, that's called the heartwood. And I know, it looks pretty interesting, huh? The thing I want to point out, though, is notice the span of what's on this side of the tree where I'm cutting. That is a considerable amount of weight. Okay? And this part is also quite heavy, but is still rooted down there. So you just want to consider what is going to happen when this breaks through. My feeling is that this side is maybe heavier, or is heavy enough to come down this way. So, for one thing, you wouldn't want to do is like I was tempted to do when there was a bunch of debris in here. You wouldn't want to be pushing your fingers down in there to push the debris out, because if this thing suddenly decided to snap and this part of the tree went straight down that way, it could conceivably smash anything that was in here between these two parts. Alright, even the axe. So I have been being very careful to listen for crackage and sounds, because if I'm going to keep coming down from this side, if that were to snap, it could pin my axe head in there, and then I have to work to get that out. So that's just extra work. So one thing I could do, if it snaps down this way, it'll open up maybe on this side a little bit. So if I came at it from this side, there might be less likelihood of my axe getting pinched inside there. I could also nibble away, as I was doing here, just kind of nibble away at it like this, on the edge, using the very tip of the axe, sort of, and just coming in there. Another thing is, try to let the weight of the axe, on a hand axe or with a felling axe, which is a large tree felling axe, try to let the weight of the tool do some of the work for you. So instead of me lifting my arm a lot, just let gravity and the weight of the head do as much of the work as you can. Another thing I want to mention here is these little chips fly almost directly back at my face when I'm doing this. So I have glasses on, but some sort of eye protection or something, or extra care for the eyes is really important, because these chips definitely fly back. Alright, well, I've got some beans cooking, and I was going to go take a break, but maybe I'll just take a few more shots at this right quick. Because it seems like it's pretty close. So that's a pretty small, it's a pretty narrow, definitely seems like it's about ready. I'm going to come up at it like this here a little bit. not much left in there. I could conceivably just push on it. Maybe just put pressure right here, like that, and it would snap of its own accord, but then again, maybe not. Can't be long now. Almost nothing left under there. Alright. Thank you, tree, for providing me with the resources of the natural world to assist me in clothing myself with warm and durable deerskin. Go. So I'm going to maybe just wow. It's not quite ready for that step yet. So we're going to help it along a little bit more. I'm trying to just nick it along the edge here so that if my axe were to get pinned, I could conceivably lever it out a little bit easier than if I hit right in here. And even if I do on this side, I'm going to try to nick it on that back edge like that.